Hello, welcome to the Butte College Transfer Counseling Center's Transfer 101 presentation. The Butte College Transfer Counseling Center is designed to provide academic counseling and other transitional programs and services to ensure that students' transfer experience is as smooth and seamless as possible. In addition, transfer counselors are available to support students one-on-one. They also link students to important programs, resources, and supports both on campus and in the community to help them with their transfer journey. The Butte College Transfer Counseling Center is located on Butte College's main campus at SAS 110. We are open Mondays through Thursdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Fridays from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. We are also available at the Chico Center, offering appointments into the evenings. Students can make an appointment with a transfer counselor by calling our office at 530-895-2264 or through visiting the Transfer Counseling Center website. Appointments are available in person at the main campus or Chico Center, as well as virtually via phone and Zoom. You can visit Butte College's Transfer Counseling Center website at www.butte.edu/transfer, where you can find information regarding transfer services, CSU and UC transfer information, private and out-of-state transfer information, programs and services, scholarship information, links to assist.org, information regarding current Transfer Counseling Center staff, and CSU Chico specific major plans. You can go here to schedule appointments through our website, and you can make appointments online, via phone, via Zoom, or in person at the Chico Center and main campus locations. You can view application workshop information for CSU, UC, and TAG applications, and request an IGETC certification electronically on our website. You can visit our e-Transfer Talk service for quick questions for a transfer counselor when you're not needing a full appointment for advisement. You can join the Transfer Academy through BC Connect and message our Academy coordinator here. You can check out information on Chico State admissions counselor appointments and the B2C guarantee. We also have important calendars of events, dates and deadlines, presentations, and helpful information for CSU, UC, and private and out-of-state applicants for you to check out. There are many reasons why a student may benefit from transferring from a California community college to a four-year university. A few of the main reasons why many students may choose this option are the affordability of community college education. It provides a second chance opportunity for admission to a specific college. For example, if a student is really interested in transferring to UC Davis and they were not admitted as a first-time freshman when applying in high school, they can move forward in applying again to that campus as a transfer student. It allows students to meet transfer requirements if they did not meet the initial A through G requirements for admission as a freshman student to the UC, CSU, or other four-year college system. It allows students more time to explore majors and career options that may be beneficial to them, and we offer many resources and supports to students in this exploration process. Students also have access to various programs that are available to California Community College transfer students. For example, the Transfer Admission Guarantee, or TAG, for the UC system, and the Associate's Degree for Transfer, or ADT, for the CSU system. It also allows students additional flexibility if they have other demands of their time and energy. For example, students working full-time or caring for family, or they may have reasons why they need to stay close to home. They can do so in those first couple of years at the community college. Some of the transfer counseling services offered through the Butte College Transfer Counseling Center include comprehensive student education plans, which are tailored to individual students based on their transfer goals. major and university-specific academic counseling. We also provide admission application workshops for the CSU and the UC. And we also assist students with completion of the common application for out-of-state schools. We also support students with the transfer admission guarantee through the UC system and on-the-spot admissions with Chico State and Cal Poly Humboldt. We can also certify IGETC, the general education pattern for both the UC and CSU, and often this GE pattern is accepted by private and out-of-state campuses. We also certify CSU-specific general education. We offer the cross-enrollment program with Chico State. We have a transfer academy where students interested in transferring to a four-year school can get important, pertinent information around their transfer. And we provide e-transfer talk services through our website. Here we can see where our Butte College students enrolled at in the University of California system for the fall term of 2022. As you can see, we had students enroll at 8 of the 9 UC campuses listed. The most popular campuses were UC Davis and UCLA. But you can see we also had students that attended UC Berkeley, UC San Diego, UC Irvine, UC Riverside, UC Santa Barbara, and UC Santa Cruz. We do have a partnership with UC Davis, and a representative is available to meet with our students to help them with the transfer process to UC Davis, as well as answer questions about transfer to other UCs. And we can certainly help students with the transfer process to any of the UCs that they are interested in transferring to. Here we can see further data regarding our Butte College students that transfer to UC that year regarding their GPA. We can also get a sense of the UC's admit and yield rate to determine how competitive the UC is. When we look at students that applied by university, we can see the average GPA for those who applied. We can also see the GPA range for the students that enrolled at that UC. Now the GPA information that we have for students that enrolled does help designate for the different UCs what those average GPAs were. So we can see that for UC Berkeley, the average GPA for students that enrolled there was between a 3.58 to a 3.95, versus for UC San Diego, where the average enrollment GPA was between a 3.33 to a 3.84. But as you can see, they were quite strong GPAs for transfer for all of the UCs. As Butte College students interested in transfer start the process of exploring different colleges and universities that they may be interested in applying to, we encourage them to consider many different factors throughout that process. One of those is to look at majors that are offered on the campus to make sure that it is in line with the major that they are interested in. Students who are not sure what they are interested in studying or what careers may be a good fit for them will benefit from a referral to our Career Services Office, a resource on campus we often connect students with. We also want students to be aware of the location and setting of the campus to make sure it sounds like a good fit for them and what they're looking for. We also encourage students to consider the campus and community culture. Students can visit the campuses in person. Many campuses also offer virtual tours as well as webinars and ways to connect with both university staff as well as fellow students. Students also need to look at if they're a competitive applicant with the required GPA and required courses for admission to make sure that they are on track to be both eligible but also competitive for the campuses that they are considering. Cost is also a great consideration for students, so we encourage them to look at cost of admission as well as any scholarships, grants, financial aid opportunities, etc. that might help them offset the cost of attendance so that they can better afford their transfer goals. Lastly, housing and transportation are important considerations to make sure that students will have access to where they need to go in those areas and what they need. For students interested in transferring from a California community college to any California public college or university, including the California State University system and the University of California system, they'll often visit assist.org. This is a helpful website to look at articulation agreements between campuses. On the website, you'll be able to access tutorials on how to navigate the website, as well as links to help with exploring majors at the CSUs and the UCs. You can search for articulation agreements between Butte College and other campuses. For example, I'm going to take a look at the agreement between Butte College and Chico State in the anthropology major. So we'll go over here and take a look and view the most recent agreement. If I'm interested in this major, I can see some standard general information, some important major specific information, as well as a list of any Butte College courses that will transfer over and articulate to lower division courses for that bachelor's degree at that institution. Butte College students should become familiar with the different general education requirements available to them, depending on the school they'd like to transfer to. Students may need to follow the CSU general education requirements, or IGETC requirements, which are accepted by both the CSU and UC campuses. Butte College updates their general education guides each year and has them available on the Butte College website. Students can find information regarding the local general education requirements, the CSU general education requirements, and IGETC requirements. Students may also visit individual college websites to find out more details regarding campus-specific general education requirements. Effective fall 2021, there is a new CSU Area F requirement, an ethnic studies course, that is included in the updated general education guide for CSU. Students can go ahead to the Transfer Counseling Center website and find links to the Butte College guides for CSU general education. Here in these guides, you'll find admissions information for the CSU, as well as overviews of bachelor degree requirements for the guide. Below that, you'll see information on the different general education areas and what Butte College courses are offered to satisfy those areas. You'll find on the last page that there's an education plan that students can use to track their progress towards meeting CSU general education requirements prior to their transfer. For students that will be focusing on the IGETC general education requirements, they can fulfill their lower division general education for either the CSU or UC system. This tends to be most useful for students who want to keep their options open regarding their transfer destination, including applying to both UC and CSU campuses. The completion of IGETC does not guarantee admission, nor is it required for admission. If you want to look at the different courses that are available to satisfy IGETC, you can check out the Butte College General Education Guide for IGETC on the website, which is going to break down an overview of the requirements for UC admission, as well as the general education pattern. Here on this GE pattern, you'll see courses that are certified for that year to satisfy an area under IGETC. This will also include an education plan at the end of the packet for students to be able to use with a counselor to track their progress towards meeting their general education. Butte College students may have earned qualifying scores on AP exams or IB exams to satisfy certain general education requirements. Students with qualifying scores can visit the Butte College catalog to see updated policies regarding advanced placement or international baccalaureate test scores in meeting general education requirements. If you visit the Butte College catalog here, you'll see that we'll have a navigation menu in which we'll be able to look at exam scores. When we go here to exam scores, we'll be able to see how these AP scores and IB scores will be used to satisfy general education requirements, both locally for Butte College local degree requirements for the associate's degree, or how they'll be used to satisfy CSU or IGETC general education. For example, if I was interested in better understanding how a passing score of 3 or higher in art history would be used to earn CSU general education or IGETC requirements, I would look here and can see that for the CSU general education, art history can be used to satisfy area C1 or C2 for the general education pattern, or area 3A or 3B for the IGETC general education pattern. Butte College's Transfer Counseling Center offers several California State University transfer-specific services to our students. These include helping students complete a comprehensive student education plan that maps out their future semesters at Butte College to reach their goals, transfer application workshops for students who are ready to apply to the CSUs, associate degree for transfer verifications and graduation applications, and academic counsel petitions or appeals. Additionally, we can certify their CSU general education. We also provide e-transfer talk services for students that have quick questions and don't need a full appointment with a counselor for CSU related questions. We offer on-the-spot admissions appointments with Chico State and Cal Poly Humboldt, and put on an annual transfer fair called Transfer Day, designed to help our students explore the different campuses that are available to them for transfer. It is important for students that are interested in transferring to a CSU to become familiar with the minimum admission requirements. As you can see here, we have 23 CSU campuses throughout the state available for students to transfer to. The minimum requirements for eligibility include 60 transferable units, which are courses numbered 1 through 99 at Butte College, and 30 of those units need to be within general education with grades of C or better. We do have updated general education guides available on our Transfer Counseling Center website, so they can view which courses they can select to satisfy the different general education requirements. This must also include the Golden 4 general education courses with C's or better. And those courses are Area A1, Oral Communication, Area A2, Written Communication, Area A3, Critical Thinking, and Area B4, Mathematics. Students may satisfy these requirements through taking AP exams and earning a score of 3 or higher. Students also need to maintain a 2.0 transferable GPA or higher, and please remember that many campuses and majors are impacted and may require higher GPAs and specific coursework completed in order to be competitive for admission. Students within local service areas are also given priority. So, Butte College students are considered local service area for Chico State. For Butte College students who are interested in transferring to Chico State and know the major that they're interested in, we have created major maps available on the Transfer Counseling Center website with a list of popular majors over at Chico State. This is helpful for students that are interested in mapping out a plan for what courses to take throughout their time here at Butte College. These maps are designed for students who are more interested in following Chico State-specific major pathways rather than following an associate's degree for transfer pathway. If the student is unsure of which would be more beneficial for them, they can always consult with a counselor to review the different options. One of the special programs that we offer at Butte College for transfer students is the cross-enrollment program at Chico State. In this program, Butte College students may qualify to take a free class at Chico State for up to 4 semesters. To be eligible, students must plan to transfer to California State University, Chico, have earned a 2.0 GPA or higher, and have completed 30 transferable units as well as the CSU General Education Area A2 Written Communication requirement, which can be met by taking English 2 or English 3 at Butte College. For students that are interested in this program, they should make an appointment with the transfer counselor to discuss the application process. Students at Butte College are eligible to pursue an associate's degree for transfer, also known as an associate's degree with a guarantee. As a part of the program, students that complete this degree are guaranteed admission to the CSU system, not necessarily to the campus or major of their choice, but to the CSU system. Students may also benefit from a grade point average boost in their admissions evaluation, and there is a 60 plus 60 unit guarantee for graduation, meaning that students will earn 60 units at the California Community College towards the ADT, and then will need an additional 60 units after they transfer to earn their bachelor's degree at the CSU. Students need to make sure that they apply to participating campuses that offer similar majors to receive the full benefits to the program. You can go to the icangotocollege.com website under California Community Colleges and find additional information about associate's degree for transfer, including the transfer tool, in which you can select the community college, your degree program, and where you want to transfer. So if we were to go here and use the transfer tool, I'm going to go ahead and select Butte College. Now, let's say, for example, I was interested in earning a psychology degree for transfer. Once the list loads here, I'm going to go ahead and look at the transfer degrees offered here at Butte College. We'll select the psychology degree. And next, I'll be able to look at where I want to transfer. Let's say I'm looking at California State Universities. I'll see a list of CSUs that accept that degree with the benefits that we've discussed here. So let's say I'm interested in going to San Francisco State University. I'll be able to see here the majors associated and the options that it would qualify under. So I'll see here that the Psychology General Bachelor's degree is deemed similar for the transfer degree at Butte College. It's important to check this as not all options of the majors always qualify as similar degree programs. Another exciting service that we're able to offer through the Butte College Transfer Counseling Center is on-the-spot admissions for students who are planning to transfer to Chico State or Cal Poly Humboldt. Students can schedule an appointment with a CSU Chico or Cal Poly Humboldt admissions representative after they have applied to that campus for admissions. They can contact the Transfer Counseling Center after submitting their application and arrange to have an individualized appointment to figure out if they're admitted on the spot. For students interested in applying to a California State University, it is important for them to become familiar with the application process as well as deadlines for applying. If we visit the calstate.edu apply page, we'll find information on application dates and deadlines. We'll see here that for the fall priority application filing period, the dates range between October 1st, 2022 through November 30th, 2022 for that fall 2023 term. Typically, it will range between October through November of the preceding year for transfer. Now, specific campuses may inform students if there are changes or extensions to these deadlines. We can also look and find helpful transfer information on the application page itself here. When we go to the calstate.edu/apply website, we'll find information around dates, deadlines, and application materials needed for transfer here. We can scroll down here and select Transfer Information to learn more. And when you decide on a term that you're applying for, you can select that here and hit Apply Now. If you're interested in applying for that term, it'll take you to the login page where you can create your account and start your application. Now back to those transfer resources here. If you go here to the transfer page, you'll see important information about your academic history update for your application checklists and materials that you'll need, helpful walkthrough guides for completing your application, including do's and don'ts, and information on supplemental programs like the EOP program that you can apply for through the application. In addition to CSU transfer services, we provide a variety of UC transfer services at the Butte College Transfer Counseling Center. We can help students one-on-one to complete comprehensive student education plans, mapping out the courses and requirements to meet in order to qualify for UC transfer. We then also support students with their transfer admission guarantee or TAG planning, in addition to the transfer admission planner. We encourage students interested in applying to UC campuses to join our Transfer Academy in order to be provided with updated information, support, and resources throughout the transfer process. In addition to this, we provide workshops for students that are applying to UCs in order to help them with their applications, as well as provide them with information about the personal insight questions required of the UC. Students can also get connected with UC representatives, including a UC Davis representative that is specifically available to Butte College students to help them with the transfer process, not only to UC Davis, but to provide information and answer questions about transfer to other UC campuses, as well as provide support with the transfer admission guarantee and transfer admission planner programs and tools. Students can also have their IGETC certified through the Transfer Counseling Center if they complete their GE pattern for the UC. Students that are interested in transferring to the UC from Butte College need to make sure that they meet UC minimum admission requirements to be considered a junior level transfer. As you can see, there are 9 University of California campuses that students may apply to. Often, students will apply to many campuses in order to keep their options open. To meet admission requirements, students must complete at least 60 semester units of UC transferable college credits with a GPA of at least 2.4 if a California resident and a 2.8 if a non-resident of California. Only 14 semester units may be taken for pass/no pass, so that is something some of our students need to keep in mind. Students also have to complete the following course pattern requirements earning a C or better in 2 transferable college courses in English composition, 1 transferable college course in mathematical concepts and quantitative reasoning, 4 transferable college courses chosen from at least 2 of the following subject areas: arts and humanities, social and behavioral sciences, and physical and biological sciences. Students interested in applying for transfer to UC campuses need to keep in mind that UC admissions do remain highly competitive. Many UC campuses and majors receive more applications than they have spaces available. So, for a student to be competitive, they should work towards meeting the specific requirements for the campuses and majors that they're interested in. There are many tools to help students keep track of their progress towards meeting those requirements, but assist.org and UC department websites have very specific information available to students regarding requirements for these selective majors. Students interested in transferring to a UC campus may want to take advantage of the Transfer Admission Guarantee Program, or TAG. UC's guarantee admission to students from California community colleges for 6 participating UC campuses, including UC Davis, UC Irvine, UC Merced, UC Riverside, UC Santa Barbara, and UC Santa Cruz. For students to qualify under TAG, they must meet campus and major specific requirements that include specific GPA and coursework completed for certain majors. Students can ensure that they're admitted to one specific UC campus under TAG, but they can still apply to many UC campuses, including those that do not offer TAG. For example, they may apply under UC Davis for TAG under that guaranteed admission, and they may also apply to UC Berkeley and UCLA under general admission. They are not tied to attending UC Davis if they are accepted, and they determine that they want to go to a different UC campus. Students must have 30 semester UC transferable units completed before they apply for TAG. Students have access to lots of additional supports. They may receive early review of their academic record, early admission notifications, and specific guidance about their major prep and general education coursework. Each year, the UC will update a TAG matrix mapping out for students applying for admission that following year, outlining specific requirements for TAG as well as the deadlines for the application. All of this can be found here in the published TAG matrix. This is going to outline campus by campus the specific information, including majors, which terms they accept the TAG under, contact information for campuses, whether the IGETC or GE pattern is required, and when the timelines are for students to have certain coursework completed, as well as what specific GPA requirements there are. Students interested in applying to multiple UC campuses or are unsure of which specific UC campus they want to attend, but are confident about their major they want to pursue, may benefit from following a UC transfer pathway. This program identifies the coursework that will help prepare students for multiple UC campuses. This pathway summarizes the requirements and major-specific coursework at each UC campus for a similar major. It also highlights the common requirements that are shared by most of the UC campuses. You can go ahead and visit the Transfer Pathways page by visiting the University of California admission page. Here you'll see a listing of available majors for the pathway program. It's important to keep in mind that not all majors are included. These do include the most popular transfer majors. You'll also see down here information about Pathways Plus, which is a combination of following the pathways as well as preparing for TAG at participating campuses. Let's say, for example, I'm interested in the political science pathway. That's going to go ahead and be my major. I can see the course expectations outlined here, and then utilize the Transfer Pathways Guide here, in which I can list my community college, my pathway, And I'll be able to see the course expectations and what community college courses would satisfy those. We'll see POS 2 satisfies the US government, POS 3 satisfies the comparative politics, and POS 18 satisfies the international relations. We'll also see here a list of UCs where that specific course preparation is expected. For students planning to transfer to a UC campus, they should also be aware of the Blue and Gold Opportunity Plan. This plan ensures that students that qualify do not have to pay UC system-wide tuition and fees. The qualifications for the program are that a student is a California resident or has AB 540 status. Their total family income needs to be less than $80,000 a year, and students need to qualify for financial aid and submit a FAFSA or a California DREAM Act application and Cal Grant GPA verification in order to be considered for this program. For students applying to the University of California, it's important that they review the application process as well as important deadlines for the application and associated documents. If you visit the admissions page for the University of California, you can see where you can start an application for admission. You'll also be able to look at what you'll need, including any transcripts, test scores, and relevant information to complete application information. You'll see up top here that it does outline the deadline for the current open application cycle here. You'll also be able to view requirements for transfer, how to apply as a transfer applicant, tuition and financial aid information, as well as campus and major information. Now, if we go back here to how to apply and check out dates and deadlines, you'll also see important information for your transfer deadlines. You'll see here that the fall admission application filing period is October 1st through November 30th, but there are also other important deadlines to keep track of here as well. You'll see the October 1st through March 2nd range to start and finish your FAFSA and Cal Grant GPA verifications, as well as the September 1st through 30th deadline for transfer admission guarantee for the fall term. It's important that you familiarize yourself with all of the deadlines outlined in the UC transfer process. For students who are interested in applying to private and out-of-state colleges, the Transfer Counseling Center can also tailor comprehensive student education plans for that individual's goal. We can also support students with the college exploration process in identifying campuses that will best meet their needs. If students are using the common application for admission to an out-of-state or private college or university, we also offer support with that process and have information regarding tutorials on our website. Students are eligible to join the Transfer Academy as well if they're interested in applying to private and out-of-state colleges. If those colleges accept IGETC for general education, we can also certify that students have completed that GE pathway. We can also provide information and direct students to resources related to the Western Undergraduate Exchange, or WUE, for financial aid. You can go here to the Butte College Transfer Counseling Center website, and under the information for private and out-of-state colleges, you can find a breakdown of information regarding various different programs and resources that the student may want to take advantage of. For example here, if I'm interested in reaching out to out-of-state campuses, you look here and you can see that we have a list of the top 125 schools listed alphabetically by state that California community college students are most transferred to. When you look at that list, you'll find the number of students that transferred to that school, the contact information for that school, as well as relevant links for transfer admission. We'll also put where we have it if the school participates in the WUE and if they accept the CSU General Education or IGETC General Education. Because transfer admission requirements and application deadlines can vary by college, if you're interested in applying to private and out-of-state colleges, you'll want to make sure to check the admissions website of the specific colleges or universities to find out more details. It's also helpful to connect with an admissions representative, and we do have some contact information on our transfer counseling website for different admission representatives. But you can also find that information often on the university's website under the admissions or transfer admissions page. Oftentimes, admissions representatives are available via Zoom for meetings with students before they decide on where to apply. Some schools will even be able to do a preliminary review of unofficial transcripts. Some private and out-of-state colleges will also accept IGETC or the CSU General Education pattern to fulfill their general education requirements, or they may recognize associate degrees or associate degrees for transfer. The Western Undergraduate Exchange is an agreement amongst 16 Western member states, and there are over 160 participating public colleges and universities in the program. This program provides students with substantial non-resident tuition savings for students that reside in the Western participating states. Students that are within the Western Undergraduate Exchange pay no more than 150% of resident tuition, compared to 300% and higher typically for non-resident tuition. You can find links to the Western Undergraduate Exchange website through the Butte College Transfer Counseling Center website under out-of-state and private campuses. And you'll find information on this website regarding tuition savings, descriptions of these savings, the steps to check eligibility, identifying schools and degrees that may qualify, and making sure that you meet campus requirements when you get ready to apply to these schools directly. So here we'll see this is where we can check eligibility, check schools and degrees, make sure that you meet your school's WUI requirements, and apply directly to the school. You'll want to make sure that you use the WUI Savings Finder here that'll allow you to search for campuses. This is particularly helpful to find WUI participating institutions. You can filter by states and territories, degree types, and student status. Let's say here I want to look at schools in Arizona. I can go ahead and filter by bachelor degree programs that I'm after, and for transfer-based programs. This will pull up campuses in Arizona, showing the applicable filters that we looked for. Below here is going to be a list of schools that participate in the WUI program, the tuition under WUI, and information on deadlines for WUI, or if you need to contact the school directly to see about deadlines for that participating institution. So as you can see here, this is a really helpful resource for students that are interested in participating in a WUI campus. For Butte College students who are interested in transferring to a CSU, UC, private, or out-of-state school, they can receive priority appointments, application support, access to Lunch and Learn workshops with UC representatives, and more through the Transfer Academy. For example, announcement blasts through BC Connect to remind students of important dates and deadlines regarding their transfer process. To join the Transfer Academy, students are going to want to make sure that they check out the information on the Transfer Counseling Center website regarding eligibility to the Transfer Academy, and make sure that they message the Transfer Academy coordinator using the contact button here on BC Connect. The Academy coordinator will then follow up with a student to add them to the Academy through BC Connect. The Butte College Transfer Academy qualifications are that a student must maintain a minimum GPA of 2.5 or higher. They should also meet with the Transfer Academy counselor to complete a comprehensive student education plan for the semester that they join the Academy. We also ask that students submit official transcripts from all other colleges or universities that they may have attended and received credit for. If the student has AP credits as well, we would like to have those official scores on file in order to make sure that we better understand what requirements they have already met. In closing, we'd like to go over some tips for a successful transfer. Number 1, make sure that students explore their majors and their campuses of interest early. We have lots of supports available at Butte College to help students with this exploration process. Also, students should meet with a transfer counselor to complete an education plan as soon as possible. Ideally, this will occur during their first semester at Butte College. We also encourage students to access campus resources and supports, and students can find information regarding various resources and supports through the Butte College website. Students should also stay on top of important deadlines for applications and documents needed for the transfer process. We encourage them to check their student email addresses regularly, as well as their student portal accounts through the universities or colleges that they apply to. Students should also get involved and stay connected both on campus and in the community through activities such as employment, volunteer work, extracurriculars, or internships. Lastly, students should strive for the best GPA possible. If they need academic support, we can connect them with various resources, such as tutoring through the Center for Academic Success. We hope our students visit the Transfer Counseling Center if they need any assistance along the way, and please do not hesitate to reach out to us with any questions. If you have any additional questions after reviewing this presentation, feel free to make an appointment with a transfer counselor or visit the Transfer Counseling Center website to review the information and resources available to you. You can also send a question through our e-Transfer Talk services. Thank you, and we look forward to helping you along your transfer journey.